Great to have you on Richard Mwenja Exclusive. You're just in time for the most comprehensive analysis on matters politics and governance. And I'm here in studio with the renowned Professor Herman Manyora. Prof, great to see you. How are you doing today?
Great.
Fantastic, Prof. You've always held this argument that the Gen Z, or let me say the youthful constituency in Kenya, are going to be the kingmakers in 2027 elections. But now the ball is in their court in the sense that we are seeing now they've been given a chance to register themselves as voters. But from the lenses of IBC, they're already claiming we are witnessing low numbers, much as we have a target of 6.3 million new voters in the runway. I mean, those that we foresee, they're not coming to register, Prof. So are you growing into a sense of panic mode that maybe it's going to be the usual politics, people voting against their tribal lines, and even the youths won't now be the kingmakers, as we had opined earlier on?
You know, even in the last election, the voter registration was bad, very low. Nothing has changed. The conditions that prevail are still there. There's nothing to convince young people they are doing anything. Okay? And therefore, unless something else is done, the Gen Zs and the rest of these people who didn't register last time may still not register. So that's a fact.
And I would say for IBC, or even Kenya, to realize a new bouquet of voters, does that journey now start with us probably making more capitation for voter education so that we scale up even the turn up in numbers?
It's not education. No. You want to educate the people who know what elections are. They already know what elections are. Things just don't make sense to them.
Despite the mess that they're crying about every other
day? Yeah. Nothing makes sense to them. They see the same faces, the same people, the same politics. So what will excite them to go and register?
So now that they have always had this argument that it's time we drain the swamp, and clearly even when they took to the streets last year and even this year, they were saying about bringing the wave of change akin to that of 202 come 2027. Was this a hypocritical call from the Gen Z all along, if you're saying they are used to the same faces and they have made peace with that?
You may argue that way, but the question one might want to ask, and especially if one loves their country, as indeed I do, who tells you they won't drain the swamp using other means?
There's an alternative to that?
Yeah.
In what sense?
They gave you a glimpse of it in 2024 and a bit of this year. They have seen, you see, it is happening across the world now. Nepal uses Philippines, Madagascar, all these kind of places. I think even Madagascar, I think. Philippines or Madagascar, one of these. It's happening everywhere. They can't drain the swamp. It should worry politicians. But that is the subject of my video, I think, on Saturday. So it should worry the people who run this country. It should it should worry the politicians. That should we celebrate the fact that the young people are quiet, that they are not registering, so that it will be business as usual, same monkeys and so on and so forth. My worry is no. It may not be so. The swamp could indeed be drained, but using other more dangerous means.
And maybe Kenya won't survive it.
That is what should concern us. And the politicians, from both sides of the political divide. I blame the opposition more than I blame government.
Why opposition?
So what are they doing about involving young people? What have they done? Is there anything they are doing? So they can't bring any change. None of these people on the ladder, none of these political leaders wanting to remove Ruto, even if they go to State House, they won't change. They have no ideas. Yeah, they are bankrupt of ideas. They can't bring change. If they doubt me, why can they demonstrate to me today that we can? There will be such a long queues that the IBC will be going to Parliament as an emergency appeal for funds, so they immediately embark on mass voter registration, because what they are doing is continuous, which they are supposed to be doing anyway throughout, but they didn't. IBC wasn't in place. It's something every time you feel like changing where you want to vote, or register yourself as a new voter, you always walk to the constituency headquarters and they should be there for you. It wasn't happening because we didn't have IBs. So what they are doing is continuous. There should be such a long queue that they should rush to parliament for funds
For mass registration.
for mass registration. But now, nobody's registering. We don't even have 6. We should have more than 10 million new voters.
On
I
the
don't know
list
where they are getting these 6. We should have about 10 million new voters.
as our target.
Yes, and we are not unlikely to get even 500,000 the way I'm seeing.
Really?
If they beat up, this one, through this one, they can't get 500,000. If they get, maybe, but 1 million, no. So the idea is, what is the opposition doing? They are now telling the world that even if they took over, they would not bring any change. They don't have new ideas. Those ideas should be witnessed in the excitement and the interest in the voter registration. So the young people will do this thing their own way.
Their own way.
Yeah.
But let me rope in something here. You've talked about these legacy politicians lacking big ideas or even new ways of doing things. Perhaps why they're not inspiring confidence.
Yes.
But seemingly there's a new entrant on the race, David Maraga, ex-CJ. Do you have maybe the thought that he is someone who passes the impression of having fresh ideas, and he's someone who can easily convince the Gen Z to rally behind him come 2027?
But I should have seen it.
You're not feeling his presence on
Where
board?
is it? It's nowhere. None of them has ideas. And you don't have to have ideas on everything. This is just one thing in life. How do you do it? You look, I have sung this song until I'm just stopping. I'll never talk about it again, I think.
Tell me the song.
They should look for people with the capacity to think through situations like this.
Such people exist?
We are there.
town?
We are there.
You can change.
I can, if I were to be approached in a good way, we will bust those centers of registration. We will hit, by 2027, we will hit 8 million new voters. We have the ideas, you see, but society is structured in such a way. If you are down here where we are, your voice cannot easily be heard. Until we change that, we speak through our so-called leaders. Until that is changed, we speak through our pockets. Until that is changed, we organize using money. So those of us who have ideas, but we are not up there in the structure of politics. We don't have voices. We don't have resources. We are just down here. But when you read to sort of things, people like Professor Naituli,
Gitule.
what he writes, these days he's writing almost 2-3 articles every week. When you read, you can see this is a mind which if you tap into, it can give you ideas.
Raw intelligence?
Yes. I attend, many times I attend spaces by the bar in there.
Sure.
On Sundays from 8 to. Last time there was a technical he disappeared. I took over and I was running the spaces. You can see Kenyans with ideas. I go on TV, on radio. I read newspapers. I interact with academics, intellectuals in this country. I know there are people, but because of the structure of our politics, the way we do things in this country, unless you belong to a certain class of people, you don't have a voice. Unless you have money, you can't. So I can't say the ideas I have, I can sell them to Kenyans. It will be very complicated, too difficult for me to do. But those who aspire for political leadership, who are up there and they occupy that space, they should look for those who can think through these situations.
I get it.
Yeah.
Moving on swiftly, Prof. Now that we're talking about the low turnout in this continuous voter registration in Kenya, do you owe that turnout maybe to voter apathy, in the sense that very recently we've seen politicians, especially those allied to the president, William Ruto, talk of, we're going to manipulate the elections to his favor, and there's not going to be a one-term president in Kenya. Do you think this is something that has now settled in the mind of even these people wanted to register as voters for the first time, that they say, at the end of the day, my vote that I'll cast won't count? Do you attribute to that that the reckless statement that have been made?
Apathy is more dangerous than many people know. Apathy is a very dangerous thing. I was doing a show with somebody, I don't know, you or somebody else. I think it was you, about universities, the strike at the university.
True, yesterday.
We have created apathy at the university because of the way we have treated our professors over the years. The result is this apathy we are talking about. University teachers left the university a long time ago. It used to be psychologically and emotionally, but physically they were there. Over the years, they have been shown such a madarao by government that it's now physical. All officers, anybody, my minister, you are my boss, anybody, go and check any university, especially this big one. You can camp on somebody's door for 3 months, you never see them.
Missing in action?
Yeah, that's what apathy does. When you show somebody, he doesn't matter. So in our politics, over the years, we have shown the voter that their vote doesn't matter. We have confirmed what Stalin said. It's not those who vote that matter. It is those who count the votes that matter. So the result is many people have given up. If you look at the trend, instead of the numbers going up, the numbers have been going down. Even the number of people who voted in 2017 is higher than those who voted in 2022. And this year, 2027, may be no exception. The numbers are going down. Because when you pass the message that it doesn't matter what I do as a voter, you'll have your way, whichever way. Why would I be interested in the voting? Number one. Number two, when people vote in people, hoping to get change through those people, and things remain worse, or worse still, remain the same, or worse still, get worse, how do you expect people to come and vote again?
Doesn't inspire
So we are paying
confidence.
for our own stupidity.
There you have it from Professor Herman Manyora. We are paying for our own stupidity. Perhaps we are witnessing the low turnout in the continuous voter registration. But we are hopeful that more Kenyans will register in due time and herald the change they want in this country. Until we get to do this again on Richard Mwenja exclusive, enjoy the rest of your viewing. Tune in to our other editions of the channel with Jadiel Kabiro and Evan Sokinyi.